What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing Prosper Tome-Bound in Historic Brawl. Prosper is a 4-mana Rakdos commander. Tiefling Warlock? I don't know. 1/4 with Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Whenever you play a card from exile, create a treasure token. So, I'm sure you're all familiar with Prosper, but for those who aren't, Prosper is probably the best Rakdos commander, and the reason he's so good is because he's card advantage and ramp in one card. So he essentially draws you a card at your end step. It's impulse draw, but you get to keep it until your end of your next turn, so it lasts a whole turn cycle. And then whenever you cast spells from exile, you create a treasure token. So when you cast those spells, or you actually, it says play a card, so even when you play lands from exile, you create a treasure token. So ramp and card draw, essentially, right? Ramp and card advantage. So our deck is basically Rakdos control with a lot of the staple Rakdos pieces. Some synergies with Prosper just to like exile certain things like Reckless Impulse, right? So impulse draw the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards until the end of your next turn. Same Ren's Resolve does the same exact thing. So those cards, if we have Prosper down, get us treasure tokens. Also, if we cast the backside of Valky, we can exile cards from our library and our opponent's library with the +2, and we can play those cards for if we exile them with Tibble. Sorry, not Valky. Valky's the front side. Tibble is the backside. You know what I mean. But if we exile those cards and we play them, we get the treasure token from Prosper, right? But the main idea of the deck is to use Prosper as a card advantage engine, you know, make treasure tokens, and then make it really hard on our opponents to do anything with discard effects and removal, you know, all different kinds of removal, board wipes, and just the best black and red cards that Arena has to offer. So let's see if we can get some wins with this deck. Pretty standard mana base, all the stuff you would expect. Added in the fetch lands from the con set they added. Hopefully make our mana more consistent. If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe. Coming out with a new video every day. If you're returning to the channel, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Channel's been growing recently. It's been pretty cool. Hope to keep it going, so if you haven't already, subscribe. Helps me out, helps me make more content. Prosper is a quote-unquote hell queue commander, so we're going to play against the other best decks in the format. We'll see who we get first. Weaknesses to Rakdos are enchantment-based decks, because Rakdos doesn't have a great way of removing enchantments. This is Narset, so this is the hexproof 6-mana cast stuff off the top of your library for free. This came in with the con set, just like the Shocklands did. Languish gets rid of it. We can't target it because of hexproof, but we can use board wipe effects and things like that to get rid of it. So usually the way this deck works is they ramp, play Narset, give it haste, start casting stuff off the top of their library for free. If we can remove it, like with a languish effect, then it sets them back a lot. We can also Thoughtseize. We won't be able to Thoughtseize until turn 2, but this is a good hand, so we'll keep. I don't say hello to Narset players. Nah, but for real, this card is super broken, so no love for me. Stifle, huh? Weak opponent. I thought you were all set up with your busted commander. What happened? One little Thoughtseize and you couldn't handle it? Not surprising. What's funny too is that like I didn't really know what to take from their hand, and I don't feel like any one piece. I was trying to read the cards, but those are all, you know, those are all cards that I'd be willing to take. So I don't think like taking any one of those pieces would have really set them back. I might have actually taken the what was the mana rock? It was the Guardian Idol. I might have actually taken that because again, their commander costs 6 mana, so setting them back with their ramp pieces is probably the way to go. Their deck doesn't do anything unless their commander's out, so that might have been what I did. But you know, Stifle is a good effect, really annoying effect too. So that would have been a good take as well. We get to go first. Sit this. We have Cut Down and Fatal Push, so this is definitely a keeper. Is all removal. So the way to beat this is a hard deck for our deck to beat because it's enchantment tribal. And I was talking about how enchantments is a hard thing for Rakdos, but we have the way to beat this deck is to remove Sit this over and over and over again. Do it like that. Their whole deck revolves around this card being on the battlefield. If it's not on the battlefield, their deck stalls. Kolaghan's Command's a good card. I don't think they're going to have many artifacts, though, so probably just looking at the first and third mode there. Yep. Okay, more removal. Awesome. So this next turn will probably... Depends on what they play, but maybe Cut Down and then crack Shire Terrace. We have double black, so that's fine. Utopia Sprawl, okay. So Cut Down doesn't get this, but Heartless Act does. They're going to want to play their commander, so let's get Prosper down. Hello. We need another black source to play this, but we can crack the Shire Terrace. Now they may try to remove Prosper, and that's fine. I'm okay with them wasting removal on my commander. They have one green source. Kami. Okay. They're gonna put some forest in their hand. No, they're gonna play a forest from their hand. Gotcha. We could blow up their forest here, which would blow up this Utopia Sprawl and set them back on mana. And we could get our black source to do, and by doing that. The problem is that we can't do all of that and play Necropotence. If we want to play Necropotence, we gotta... Now, if we play Necropotence, we get a treasure, and we can use the treasure to... Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to do. So we are going to... Tap. Tap. Field of Ruin. Yeah. Oh, it's a basic land. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Okay. We can't do that play, but we can get rid of their Castle Cairnbrig, which is an equally good land to get rid of. We need black. Now hopefully they don't have a protection spell in their hand. That would really suck. They did not. Would you like to get poked for one? Okay, we'll do this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because while this is on the battlefield, we don't draw cards. So we want to refill our hand. So they may try to remove Prosper here, which is understandable. Or another enchantment enters the battlefield in your control, draw a card. Okay, more card draw. But we are set up, if we play our cards right, for another land, which will come into play untapped. They don't play their commander because it costs 6 mana. They're going to Kenris Transformation their own creature to draw more cards. Man, they should have used that on my commander, but okay. Hey, no problem. No complaints from me. We don't draw because Necropotent's on the battlefield. So we can play Angrath and get rid of this, which is drawing them double cards. We could play this and they have to sack their Kami. We can Mind Spike them, which is basically free because we'll get a treasure from doing it. So let's do that first. Maybe it affects the way that we decide to play this turn. Wrath of God. Idyllic Tutor. Idyllic Tutor can get any enchantment. Wrath of God affects them more than it affects me. Especially now if we play a Planeswalker. Gain a life. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step if its mana value is 3 or less. So, this is the only thing that we can do that to.
Your crew for my freedom? A fair price.
Refill my hand. End turn. Trigger, 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 trigger. Now they can cast Wrath of God if they want. But we did what we wanted to. Uh-huh. Okay, they draw a card, but that's their whole turn. Oh, almost their whole turn. Part of the reason I played this over the other options is because it starts making them discard cards. So once we get rid of their card draw with like a board wipe or something like that, we can start making them get rid of the stuff in their hand. I'm really surprised they haven't taken Prosper out at this point. They're deciding if they want to attack. They do not. Create a treasure. So, plus you, because we're definitely doing
No
that.
fire, no steel.
Let's see what they get rid of. I'm curious. Wrath of God. Ooh, so they don't want a board wipe, huh? They don't want a board wipe. See if they block it. They'd have to block it with multiple things. They choose not to. They are tapped out. Get rid of all their card draw and reduction effects. Cedh now costs 8. We can hold up Colgan's command and kill Cedh if they play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they have exactly enough to play it again. And we also have Bedevil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have drawn a card with Necropotence, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, they have a card. They play Cedh. Resolve. Do they have anything else? Make them discard a card. Discard a card, 2 damage. Target player, target creature. Ethereal armor will fizzle. Let's say of your next end step, yeah. So it doesn't do it on their end step. Okay, plus Engrath.
No fire, no
We can
steel.
Ragavan them this turn too. Dash him in. Create a treasure, steal a card, Sanctum Weaver. I mean, it's a free spell, right? Let's see what's on top of our deck. Mind Stone. Don't need that right now. I think we honestly just play Professor Onyx. We don't really care about the Sanctum Weaver. Gain a life. So now we can start gaining life, which is important. Crux of Fate. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye. So, like I said, Rakdos is extremely vulnerable to enchantment decks, and this is by far the best enchantment deck in the format. However, if you want to beat this deck, if you're tired of this stupid green-white 2-mana card draw life gain engine, just kill it over and over and over again. That's all you have to do. Their deck does not work once you get rid of this card. Good win. Let's see who we get next. So something I didn't say in the intro, but I think should be pointed out now that we're a couple matches in, we can see how this deck is working. I didn't build this deck to like how you might build the commander version, right? Where you really want to push the exile matters thing because, you know, In Commander, you have Prosper down, you're getting a bunch of treasures from the exile, casting stuff from exile. That's all good and fine, and super fun in Commander, but it doesn't really work in Historic Brawl. Hold that thought for a sec. So we're playing Finn. So this is an aggro deck. Basically, they're just trying to poison us out. This is a good card. It's a little awkward. We only have like 4 turns to kill everything. So, what is Finn a 1/2? It's a 1/3. Burn down the house is good though. So, Mind Spike them, Black Market, and hopefully we can generate enough mana to burn down the house and clear the way. But we're going to take a bunch of poison damage. Yep, so they're going to play a bunch of 1 mana Death Touch creatures. Finn turns them into poison creatures, essentially. Yeah, let's play the land, especially because it's tapped. Miss out on turn 1 Mind Spike, but I think it's more important. Yep, so we're going to take 2 poison here. Cut down is awesome. Okay. So, too bad we don't have double black. That's okay. So what we do is we allow them to play stuff here. Pass. Oh, maybe they have protection spells. We'll find out. Nope. So now it's just a 1/1 Death Toucher, and we don't care about that. They can't replay it in combat, because it's not flash speed. So they're going to play some other Death Touch creatures. Sure. So, oh, perfect. Okay, so next turn... Okay, so how do we do this? We got to play the tap land so that we have 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn we play Shire Terrace, have 5 for burn down the house. And we can Mind Spike them this turn. We're going to take 4 poison next turn so we're not dead. Ram through. Manifold Key? Untap target artifact. Target creature can't be blocked. Gotcha, that's why it's in their deck. Yeah, let's get rid of the ram through. So we're hoping they kind of dump their hand here creature-wise so that burn down the house has maximum effect. After this, Finn's going to cost 6, and they don't have 6 mana, so we kind of have them in a bind. They don't have any card draw right now either, so they just have to top deck their creatures, which they have a lot of in the deck, but we can start killing them one by one. We also have more mana for Meat Hook Massacre. So they'll have Finn next turn. But we can play Prosper. We can also play Black Market. Inquisition. Well, it's a little awkward, but I think we have to play Prosper. They're gonna play Finn, but if we survive this next turn, which we will no matter what, unless they have a haste creature. So the argument is, do we play our commander as a blocker? Or do we play Black Market because we're going to survive no matter what next turn? Because they can only afford to play Finn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have to draw a land. Okay, so I think we Prosper here because it covers 2 areas. Two situations. One situation is that they're able to afford this, and then they attack in with this guy. Let's see if this affects it. Anything? Vorinclex. Okay. Well, that's a problem, but we have a Death Toucher, so now we're gonna start getting card draw and ramp from casting from exile. So they do draw the land. So you're gonna attack him with Vorinclex, is that correct? Yeah, I don't care about the 2 damage. I care about poison damage. Okay. Well, we can play Ragavan as a blocker too. So again, if we play Ragavan, we make a treasure, which will help us set up for Meat Hook. Meat Hook is awkward now because of the 6/6. Orcish Bowmasters can also be a blocker, but it has trample. That's the awkward thing. But we have a Death Toucher, so that may be why they don't want to attack in with it. We're just doing this to get a blocker and get a treasure. We can do this. I think we got a black market. Okay, that's a good draw. Still an awkward X spell though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we have 6 mana. They're gonna play Finn. Okay, pass. So this does not have Death Touch, so we don't care about this. Pass. We're gonna kill this. It is damage, which is not great, but we're worried more about poison right now. Yeah, my turn. So we're gonna do a treasure, and I think we're gonna draw a card. Do we make the 3/2? It's 6 life to do that. I don't think we can afford 6 life. Ritual of Soot is good against them, except it doesn't hit Vorinclex, which is awkward. We could play this land from exile, make a treasure. What would that do? We would take 3 life, so we'd be down to 5. Which is awkward with Black Market, because... yeah, there's no way to gain life. We have no way of gaining life right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So we'd have enough to clear the board. We'd have enough to clear the board even if we didn't shock this in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a treasure. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, so let's just make sure. Enters tapped. Make a treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we have enough to -6. See if they block. They will not. Clear the board. Take action. Ritual of Soot is good against them moving forward. Finn now costs 8. They have a 4/4 trampler. We're only going to do the treasure from here on out because we're getting really low on life. No, I don't think so. This is a good one against them.
Curiosity and wonder drive civilization. Not your past is.
So most of their creatures are not going to have haste. In fact, I don't really know of any of the Death Touchers that have haste. But we can start making blockers with Ugin. Proliferate, gotcha. Okay. Blocker. It's also card draw, technically, because we get a card off the top of our library. Okay, not super relevant. We need to hopefully get rid of this somehow. I think we just gotta go for the card advantage. We gotta draw as many cards as possible to get out of this situation alive. And we can hold up all of these because they're all instant speed. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Got to keep our eye on that too. See what we get. This can gain us life. So this is a big one. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what they do. Death touch, huh? Why not flying? Flying probably would have been a better call here. They're going to make it unblockable? Is that what they're going to do? Why would they give it death touch if they're going to make it unblockable? Gotcha. Okay, well, now it's going to die. Because, well, yeah, because it's going to get 1 damage. You know, it's on a death toucher, too. Target creature gets plus until end of turn. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power. Oh, I see. They're not fighting. Gotcha. Okay. I think we gain some life here, don't we? No, of course not. That's because this is the alchemy version of the card. I think we need some more black mana. Okay, play Ob.
If you don't stand with me, you're
Plus
my
you.
enemy. The fabric of the multiverse awaits.
Bone crush your dude. Make a devil. Now when we plus Ob Nixilis, we're going to gain 2 life. So we can counteract the life we're losing from black market. Oh, I think we turned the corner. I think we turned the corner. Make a creature.
Truth lies beyond vision.
Gain 2 life.
Go ahead.
Play Prosper.
Plead for mercy.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. That was a tough one. That was actually the hardest game of the, 3 or 4 that we've played already. That was the toughest one. We were really close to dead. Finn's a very good aggro deck. So if you're more of an aggro mage, check out Finn. It's a very good aggro deck. Ivy. Oh, this is that annoying Simic card. I mean, all Simic cards are annoying, but whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell. The copy targets Ivy. Okay. Well, we can turn to play our commander, and then we can destroy their creature if we want to. What is it? Is it a 2/1, so Spikefield Hazard kills it as well? Okay, this is a keepable hand. Let's lead on Wooded Foothills. Go get... I guess we should have played this first because it's tapped, but it's okay. Get our Blood Crypt. No reason to take the damage here. We went first, so... What does this do? Create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. This creature can be blocked. Alright. Play you tapped. Pass the turn. They're probably going to play Ivy here because it really takes over the game. Poison Dart Frog. Okay. It's a ramp creature that can get Death Touch. We don't care about the 1/1. Different mana values. Well, I think we just get our commander out. If they play Ivy, then that's fine. But we can start the card advantage engine. They're staring at a Bedevil right now. Who's the artist for Bedevil? It's just like Cedh McKinnon. Such cool art. Love the art on this card. Okay, they tap out. So they draw 2. Is that what happens? Oh, this is now a 3/2? Okay, well. Still dies to Bedevil. Nice. Go get a red, I guess. So we have double red. Play a Bedevil, make a treasure, play... What? This will cost 4? Ivy is an even mana creature, so is Prosper. Let's save Spiteful Hazard for when they play it. Is this instant? Yeah, it is. So let's save this for when they play Ivy next turn, most likely. Okay, that's a nice one as well. All their creatures are lower power and toughness, or lower toughness, I guess I should say, than our creature. Play Ivy, you want to do it. +1 doesn't reach. Okay. Sure. So this like Voltron? Like Ivy Voltron? Kind of weird. Uh-huh. And it has Ward 2. Okay. It now has the same toughness as our commander, so that is a little awkward. We can just straight up exile it though, because it is odd. Yep, we'll save that. Languish also does it, but it kills our commander as well. So I think we just let Meat Hook Massacre go, because we got Languish, so it kind of does the same thing. Let's Extinction Event, odd. Do you have a Pact of Negation? Because you'll lose the game if you play it. Odd. Get rid of that thing. Pass the turn. Ingress Rampage, really good. It's a sorcery speed spell though. And we don't have the mana to play it right now. Okay, tap land. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's not legendary. Okay. Ugin can get rid of that. So are they just going to attack with their poison dart frog? They can't give it death touch. They need to pay 2 for that. What is this? So, whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single... What does this do? Luxurious something? I don't know. Let's not let it happen, though. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I don't want it to happen. Interesting. Wonder, I mean, maybe I should have let the second copy go on the stack and then do it. Maybe that's where I messed up. Control an artifact. So let's make them sack their creature. Because obviously all their stuff revolves around targeting. So if they have nothing to target, then their deck doesn't work. Let's force them to play Ivy even though they don't want to. We can hold this up at instant speed, so that's what we're going to do. The ability to play lands and get treasure tokens for them is just so good. Enters battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Okay. Do we care about this? Not really. Bazooka Bog. Make a treasure. We can Ugin them and get rid of this. Is that all our mana? All except for 1. This has Ward 2. We can attack in. They can't block with anything. We can Maze Mind Tome, start trying to draw cards. We can Ox. We don't want to discard our hand, though. We need to get rid of this, though. So I think the play is this, and then make them attack it. This is just too much value for them. So yeah, that's gotta go. And if Ugin dies, Ugin dies. Oh yeah, I forgot. It also lets us play our Maze Mind Tome for free, which is pretty dope. We'll hold back Prosper, so we put them in the awkward conundrum of losing whatever creature they attack with, because they have to attack with both to kill Ugin. Resolve. Languish looking real nice next turn if they tap out. Great Horn. Resolve. Resolve, so they're going to double ramp. Pretty cool. Resolve. This will be a great Languish turn. Next turn. So this creature's tapped now, right? Yes. Oh, but they have a flyer? No, no they don't. They only have a 1/1. Pass. They can't attack my Ugin. Okay. Let's scry. This will gain us 4 life eventually. That's a great card. Keep. Okay. So let's attack with Prosper. They're not going to block. Let's play this, make the treasure. No, because then we just board wipe. That doesn't make any sense. Let's Languish. Oh, they had a 5 toughness creature there. That's awkward. Did not notice that. Take action. It doesn't fly anymore. So that's something. Bazooka Bog them. Orcish Bowmasters. Now if they do like card draw nonsense, we create orcs. Okay, can't be blocked. So I'm assuming they're going to attack down Ugin, which is fine. +4/+4, huh? 10, it's a 10/11. Okay, scary. Are they just going to attack me? Because that's great if they choose to do that. As long as it doesn't have double strike. Connives, sure. Your face. Yeah, we need to gain some life back. Reliquary Tower. Well, we don't want to miss land drops, so let's do it. Okay. They're holding this card. They're touching their cards. So our only chance is to do this. Pay the ward 2, right? As ward 2? Are you sure? Why would I not be sure? That always makes me nervous when it says that. Ward, connive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Resolve. Now, do they have a protection spell? Because then we lose. Or a counter spell. Autopay. Nice. Resolve. Resolve. Okay. Plus Ugin.
Secrets
Pass the turn.
before you.
Put a stop here just in case we need to gain life. Put a stop here so we can draw cards with Maze-Mind Tome. They're going to put the power suit on something. Okay. So now it's a 3/3 with ward 2. And they're going to attack. Seems like a strange attack. So they might have like a pump spell or something. Pass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No pump spell. Get those cards in my hand. Jury and Goldspan Dragon are great. Resolve. Draw a card. They're tapped out, so if we draw any kind of removal, now's the time. Perfect. My turn. We can shoulder them, they'll sack this, and then what? Let's draw. Oh, we can just steal their commander? That's pretty funny. Okay. Do it like this. Wait. We definitely need more red. Okay. So, Shieldred costs this much. A Crone War, so we can't do both of those. But we can Shieldred and minus Ugin and get rid of something. So let's... It's unfortunate, but let's -3.
Bathe in ghost fire.
It now costs 8. Children. Now we have a 4/5 as well. Wait, why didn't they... Oh, non-token? Gotcha. Awkward. Well, we can draw in response, gain 4 life. I don't think they can do 10 damage to us next turn, so let's just pass through. Okay. Are you going to attack me? Because I will gladly block. Do they have a pump spell? And gains reach. Okay, gotcha. So, draw a card. Gain 4. You have no cards in hand, so I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Did any of these lands do anything? No. Bloodchief's Thirst. It's a token, so this would kill it. We could also steal it. Yeah, we could really turn the aggro around here. This is a... So we could do this. Can we do both? No, of course not. We can gold spand, attack. We can gold span, do that. Yeah, we can do both. Bloodchief, we can save Bloodchief's Thirst for Ivy. Okay. So, do it like this. Oh, nope. Shit. I just realized that we don't... It has Ward 2. Fuck. I just fucked myself so hard. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Can I get out of this? Wow. Yes, I know it's gonna get countered. Yep. Oh. That was a rough one. No attacks. Well, if I lose this game, it's because I punted right here. I forgot about the ward. Plus... Oh, is that game? Because it has trample? Yeah. Yep. I won't even block. Good game. Well, I think we were firmly in control of that game, and I just straight up punted. That was so bad. But not the deck's fault, just my fault. I was playing pretty well in this video up until that point, so hopefully you guys cut me some slack. It's late, okay? It's late. Alright, deck review. So, deck's awesome. I felt like I had answers every time I needed them, even if I horribly misplayed those answers. But the deck did really well. You can imagine in that last game, if if I had just taken their creature and paid the ward 2 with Crow and War, then we would have had I don't know what it was, a 6/4 beater, right? And then I think we would have been able to afford to do at least one other thing that turn, maybe play Jury. And yeah, we would have started to really put the pressure on them, and they would have only had Ivy in their hand. So minus that last game where I really misplayed, I think I showcased the deck pretty well. And, you know, like I said before, I didn't build this. I never got back to my thought, so sorry about that. But I was way through explaining, like, I didn't build Prosper like how you would build him in Commander. You would build Prosper in Commander with a lot more of these types of effects because you really want to get all the treasures possible. I didn't build him like that. I built him as he's already so good on his own. So I built the deck to just get Prosper down, start drawing extra cards or gaining card advantage, making treasures off those cards. If he gets removed, he gets removed, right? We're just trying to draw into and make mana for the rest of our really good stuff, right? So the deck is not extremely dependent on Prosper. If you start throwing in a bunch of these like impulse draw effects and that's every card in your deck, then the deck doesn't work unless Prosper is on the battlefield, right? So this deck is built to work whether or not Prosper is on the battlefield. Prosper just helps us get to our good Rakdos cards. Now, of course, I did throw a couple pieces in because it would be dumb not to throw in a couple, but there's only a couple in here, right? Ren's Resolve and Reckless Impulse being 2 of them. And then, you know, I have Swiftfoot Boots because why not? Just to protect Prosper, but there isn't a whole lot of other protection. What I did include, though, was like Malakir Rebirth, Not Dead After All, some of the scam effects. Because if people try to remove them, then you can just, you know, they're 1 mana, you just pop them, you know, pop the spell, Prosper dies, comes back to the battlefield. And that's usually enough to, you know, it does the same thing as trying to like overload on the protection, right? Like Swiftfoot Boots or a bunch of hexproof stuff or whatever. And also we just don't have a bunch of effects like that in Rakdos colors. But I will tell you, we didn't get a chance to showcase it, but Malakir Rebirth and those types of effects are extremely effective because they only cost 1 mana and your creature comes right back to the battlefield. So usually they tap out, they spend all their mana, they try to get rid of Prosper, or even like they attack you all with all their creatures, thinking that, you know, you have to block because, you know, you have to block with Prosper, and you know, set Prosper as a blocker, and then you cast one of these spells and it kills their creature, probably their biggest creature, and then it comes right to the battlefield. I mean, that's a good combat trick as well. But yeah, that's the deck. Let me know if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you watching. See you guys in the next one. Later.